what's the plan? Take us. I mean, you can only tell us.
Well, I gotta go.
That.
I gotta go spend time with all my guys.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. I gotta connect with these guys and get to know them with their families and in their space, and kind of let them know the lay of the land and how we're gonna start doing things, and get my young guys back in the gym and get to work.
As you know, the Knicks have had 11 coaches since Jeff Van Gundy left.
Yep.
You were the hottest coaching prospect on the market. Why did you decide to take this job?
How can you pass on this? I just felt like the history of this place, the legacy. I just felt like, how cool would that be if I collaborate with Scott Perry and Steve Mills and we get New York back to winning? I think that would be awesome.
So this is, there's the graphic, obviously, just putting sort of a visual to what has been. So when you take a job like this, I think it's in human nature to be like, well, I'm going to be the one that changes it. I'm going to be the one that makes a difference. Is that what you're feeling?
Well, that's, the competitor in me wants to be a part of it, but that's why I say it's going to take more than just me. I can't come in here and just conquer this place. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take the whole organization making great decisions, developing our players, and then once we get the culture in place, get that recruiting going and start selling New York, the way it can be sold, and get the right players in here to take us to another level.
Joakim Noah, you talked to him?
Yeah, we texted.
Yeah, what do you think happens there?
Yeah, the organization's obviously got to make that decision. But like I said, I'll coach whoever they put in front of me. And Joakim has obviously gave me a lot of problems in the past from a competitive standpoint. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully it works out.
What about Porzingis? I know you're excited about coaching.
Oh my goodness, I'm just so sad that he's hurt. But I have to be patient for that one. But it's 7-1, does everything, ultra competitor, big time worker. I just hope I can add to his game, put him in positions to be, a MVP candidate, if not the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year candidate, if not the Defensive Player of the Year. I'm asking him to do everything.
No doubt.
But that's what megastars do. So hopefully we get him back sooner than later, but whenever he's healthy, I'll be ready to have him back.
I know one of your strengths is player development, and it's been a strong rookie class, and a lot of people felt like maybe the Knicks didn't take the right choice in Ntilikina. So what do you see for him as it relates to a prospect?
I see a possibility with a two-way player. The kid takes real pride in defending. He's got big-time wingspan. He's a combo guard. I think we get him to where he's knocking down that three ball every single time, feet set. His shot's already looking pretty good. I think he's a little too unselfish. But, again, I think he has that competitive streak that I really like. That's all I keep hearing about him from the people in the organization, from his teammates. So I'm really looking forward to coaching this kid and seeing where we can get him.
When you're talking with them about potentially taking this job, do they give you an assurance of the patience that is to be expected? For example, we don't know if Kristaps Porzingis is even going to play next year. So do you walk in knowing that you have sort of the patience on the side of the front office to do with what you need to do?
Yeah, that was the one thing that was really enticing about the whole thing, is after talking to Mr. Dolan and Scott Perry and Steve Mills, just the process that they understand it's going to take to get the Knicks to long-term winning. And, so the idea of being able to not slow walk it, but not skip steps, and at the same time do it here in this historic place, I just couldn't pass on that opportunity.
What about this, the fans here?
Awesome.
Are you ready for every single day, the papers and the media?
Yeah, I just love it. I love that, because that's, to me, now it's a sport again. It's basketball. That's, you know what I mean? Like when you grew up playing, and you went to the rival high school gym, that's what it was. It was people throwing chicken bones at you, hitting you, hitting you in the head with coins, and not letting your bus leave the gym, right? So
absolutely. I
just love that they're ours. I know it's going to be days that they're going to be mad at us because it's not going to look perfect, and we understand that. But at the same time, hopefully I'm putting a product on the floor that's just really hard working, hard playing, tough-minded, a team that shares the ball and competes.
Playing in the Garden, as you mentioned, it's a stage.
It's the Mecca,
everybody looks forward to going to play there, and
which is what makes it hard for the Knicks.
Correct.
Well, we got to. That's the thing where we got to switch.
Right.
We got to make it to where people don't want to come to the Garden, because we got to get it to where people get embarrassed in the Garden, and I want to make sure that home court gets back to what it's supposed to be, and not some visiting play passing
Yeah.
through on
Place to have
Broadway.
no
You know what I
question,
mean?
no
No, I
question.
want them to really
Yeah.
fear coming into the Garden.
Yeah, teams
and we
been
got to
coming
build
through
that.
like they on tour the last couple of years.
Yeah, and
Like they coming to watch the Roll Squad.
and I don't want that. I want to really get our team with the mentality that it's the next city for you.
And Coach, we've seen a lot of headlines and stories about what took place in Memphis and your relationship with the team and your relationship with
Yeah.
Mark. What did you learn from that situation?
Well, you know, if you're a person that can't be real with yourself, I think you get stuck in mud when you deal with situations like that. I really just tried to take it to heart, my part in that, and where I went wrong with it, and you know, hopefully I can apply it, you know, to this situation here in New York. And you know me, I'm always looking to grow and learn and build, and so that was a great experience for me, and I was grateful to the Grizzlies for giving me the opportunity. And you know, hopefully I can piggyback that with the stuff I knew, and here we go.
Well, they clearly love what you did because you have a coaching tree. J.B. Bickerstaff,
I'm really happy about
they
that.
gave him the job.
Well, you know, that's why I said, you know, it wasn't necessarily about all the other stuff. You know, we had a really good thing in place. It was moving. The players were getting better. The staff was doing a great job. And JB is one of 30. He should have a head coaching job. And I'm really happy that it played out the way it did. And he ended up being the head coach of the Grizzlies.
I am
Pop has a
too.
coaching tree. That ain't bad.
No question.
Not bad
And
of a
a
tree.
lot of people don't know his father, Bernie, actually drafted me, so I'm looking forward to him doing a
Bernie
good job
went to
as
my
well.
college. That is where our relationship started. University of San Diego. Bernie Bickerstaff, one of the godfathers of our little crew.
Stack Powell.
San Diego Mafia.
This is where I just listen to you guys tell stories. Just be over here. I want to keep doing it. I know, look, no specifics, nothing like that, but what kind of guy would you like to add to your roster if you had your druthers?
Long and tough.
Yes, indeed. That's
Long and
today's
tough.
game,
Give me-
positionless basketball.
But he's got to have an edge to him. I don't want soft guys here. I don't want cupcakes. I want guys that have an edge to them, that enjoy defending, that get joy out of locking teams down, and seeing their teammates succeed.